In the town I grew up in, there were 3 bridges that crossed a river. One of the bridges carried the traffic of I-95 into Maine from New Hampshire. This was sometimes called the Tall Bridge, or the Big One. It was built so that ships could pass underneath without car traffic needing to stop. The other 2 bridges in town operated differently. They both had middle sections that went up and down. There was the Long Bridge, not called long because of its length, but because it was named after Sarah Mildred Long. This would confuse anyone visiting the town, of course, because they were looking for the longer bridge. Hard to tell which is the longest. And there was the Memorial Bridge, the oldest of the 3 when it was first built, and it was rebuilt not too long ago. The same woman cut the ribbon opening both bridges, once in 1923 as a 5-year-old, and again in 2013 as one of the town's elders. For my hometown, and for many towns and cities, a bridge or bridges come to symbolize a place. You might think of the image of a skyline and how cities like Boston or New York or San Francisco all include a bridge to represent themselves. But in symbolizing a place, the bridge loses its own meaning. Because when a bridge symbolizes one place, it no longer is about the journey. It's about being static and unchanging. Bridges, however, are about transformation. Earlier in our service, we had 2 young ones, Marshall and Clara, share music on their violin. We are able to experience the sound of the violin because of a bridge. On violins and similar stringed instruments, the bridge holds up the strings, but it does so much more than hold those strings. The bridge also transfers vibrations of the strings into the body of the instrument. What we hear or feel is made possible because the bridge transforms. And it transforms by ferrying the sound waves along. The bridge is not the instrument, nor is it a symbol of the instrument. It is a key part to the experience, however. Bridges are a necessity. They grant permission to transform from place to place. They say yes to connecting. They cement into experience the radical notion of possibility. The words of John O'Donohue shared today speak of recognizing the bridges or thresholds in our shared lives. His words are an invitation to honor the threshold. He names that moments that bridge from one point to another were often, and are still often, clothed in ritual. And these rituals can honor the fragility of life and the strong bonds that hold us all. By honoring the threshold moments, we come to signify what is important in our shared lives. And these threshold moments, these places where bridges find their footing, are commonly done in community. The connective tissue of the bridge is transformative for more than just a single creature. And I want you to consider O'Donohue's words in conversation with the words of Gloria Anzaldúa. I shared Anzaldua's words in the invocation. Your orders of service also have a quote of hers as well. And what Anzaldúa focuses on is not the threshold, but that bridge itself. She places us on the bridge. And in doing so, she expands the bridge span so that we might pay attention to the in-between. Her writing is often about borders, but not just as a line or a binary. You're not on one side or the other. Anzaldúa tells us to look inside of the border, to acknowledge we are on a bridge. She invites us to look back from where we were on the bridge to see where we have come from. And we can recognize, perhaps, where we have come from. We might feel certain ways about our past, and we honor that we are not just our past. We are on the bridge. And when we look ahead and we see something of the future, it is hazy and in the distance. We might think we know what we see, but only crossing the bridge provides that confirmation. Being on the bridge brings a particular consciousness to our lives. To be on the bridge is to accept that we are transforming, each of us and all of us. To be on the bridge says that we were, and we will be, and we are right now. And there is uncertainty. But the uncertainty is resolved perhaps by the strength of the bridge itself, which carries across community. Crossing a bridge is not done alone. Crossing a bridge is done together. Transformation is possible as a communal activity. So let us be that community that honors the crossing of the bridge. Let us be that community that notices how we are transferring the vibrations of strings into the body of our lives. Let us be that community that does not see a bridge as a symbol, but as an active journey. And let us bridge. So in a moment, we will engage the ritual of bridging, and we will do this in two wonderful, beautiful groups. Our first group will be our youngest, our rug dwellers down here, or any youth who might be in the sanctuary. As our youngest, you will be invited to make this first ritual crossing. And what might you be crossing, I wonder? Perhaps the completion of one grade to another. Perhaps you have changed as a sibling or a friend. Perhaps you are learning a new skill. There are so many possibilities to what this crossing might mean.